Ah, there we go. We are live. Very
Hell
cool.
yeah, we
It
are.
also said it also says that in order to make it public, I have to physically go on Facebook and make it public.
Yes, you do. That can be a very annoying thing.
I can't really do much about that, but I can do it in 2 seconds.
Jeez. Okay, so you know what? While you're doing that, I'm gonna make a public outcry. Um, you know how they have the stories on top of Facebook?
Go for yeah.
Whenever I go there, there's a bunch of usually it's dudes who have put up pictures of naked women as their stories, and there's tons of them. And
I only
so
I only have one dude who does that.
I have a couple, and look, you can do whatever you want on your thing, but like my kid, who she's 14, but still, like no 14-year-old wants to think their dad's some kind of like creepy sex pervert, and so she comes onto my computer to use it, and there's just like all this porn basically up at the top, and so she was like, "Hey, Dad, here's your computer back," and I was like, "All right," and I open it up, and there's my Facebook with ass tits, ass tits, ass tits. And I was just like, hey, can you come here for a sec? So I want you to know that that's not mine. She's like, what? And so, like, kind of covered the ladies up a little bit. And I was like, see how there's names underneath? I was like, those are friends of mine who have all put those pictures up. And she's like, oh. I was like, yeah, they're people that dad's trying to sell comics to. They're the perverts.
Sure,
I'm just,
sure, Dad. Come up with whatever
no,
explanation you want.
I'm smart enough to hide my porn, okay? Like,
No, but seriously, there's a space for it. Like if I want to get it, I know where to go to get it. I don't need to like have you put it on Facebook for me.
yeah. I feel like a lot of these guys use like stories and shit as like their gym locker, where they're like, yeah, I like pussy, blah 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 blah. And you're like, you know what? I believe you, man, but I'm never gonna fuck you anyway, so you don't need to tell me that.
It's a bravado thing.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, he put up porn, so brave.
Writing with Chuck. So now for those who are watching, if there are anybody watching, I'm going to use Chuck as my guinea pig for my future show. Link copied. Now I have to send you the link. Theoretically, I would do all of this before going live, but since this is just us hanging out, I really don't care. All right, I sent you a Google document.
All right, I will check that bad boy out in just a sec. In the meantime, I'm sharing this.
All right, now this is what I want to do. Screen layout. I want to do this. I can't just click it. I have to do Shift 6. That's weird. What did I just do? No, let's cancel that. How do I do this? Edit layout. No, I don't want that. I don't. Oh, this is so complicated. I'm clicking on the thing. It's not doing the thing that I'm clicking. Shift 6. There we go. No. Shift 6. Can you help me? You.
What the fuck are you trying to do?
All right, so I want us on one side of the screen, and I want to share the screen with it. Should I do? I have to share the screen first, right?
Yeah, sorry. Everything I do requires me to touch the screen because I'm on my phone.
That's fine.
So
you're no help.
Yeah, that's what are you, my wife?
Chrome tab. Yeah, that's just the Chrome tab. That's what I want to share. There, I did it. Meeting notes. How do I get rid of that? I don't want any of this junk.
Okay.
Go away.
And I just requested access.
Oh, it doesn't automatically give it to you?
No, but that's fine.
Then I have to edit that then.
Yeah, or you could just say any motherfucker can access this right now.
Yeah, share. Well, it's just you, so I'll just do it for now. But I gotta remember that for future use, so I don't have to.
Yeah. All right. There we go. Okay.
All right, here we are. You ready to rock and roll?
Very much, yes.
All right, so can I zoom in on the screen?
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. All right, so this is what we're going to do. If I type, can you see it?
Yep. KCKDD.
Okay, now.
I gotta say, pretty bold start.
That's a bold start. All right, this is what
That's a bold start. I don't know how I'm gonna. You know what? You've really got me on my toes here.
Stop it.
I'm not even going to look at the screen. Like I can't see the screen on my phone, and I'm just basically gonna wait until I hear that you stop typing.
So what are you typing on, a computer?
Yeah, I have my laptop right here.
So you're streaming on the phone and typing on the computer.
Yeah. I'm that Gen X that where I'm like, I could do it on one device, but that's too difficult. I'd rather use several.
Yeah, they're much smarter than me. Let's see what Twitter's do. Is it on Twitter? Shares.
If it had gotten delivered, would it be like next to the gate or something? No, what it would have been. Something through our house or
Let's go to. I gotta go to mine. Is your retort coming up? Looking down, he saw no blood, and his mind was still easy.
Actually, I don't think I've gotten that.
Yep.
His mind was still hazy. Sure.
Looking on the cardboard, it's also possible they put it next door because that's happened.
Well, what are we gonna do here? Are we gonna get file?
I have no idea. I was like, I almost said from the night before, but I was like, dude, how many like you just went to drugs right away, and I was like, how many fucking druggies are named Timmy? So it's like, I'm gonna leave it very vague. Hey man, I'm Timmy. I'm your dealer.
This is like going shot for shot.
It is, and now I'm like, so am I supposed to try to make all of this make sense or go really fucking weird? And I love that that's an option.
I left you with openings.
Oh, you certainly did. Yeah. You're like when I go to a Montreal strip club. They take everything off, so all of the openings are there for you.
Oh.
Oh, dude, I remember being at an Ottawa strip club, and it was one of the first places clubs I'd ever been to. My buddy brought me there, and I'm like, I didn't really understand. I've never understood strip clubs in that, like, look, if I want sex, I'll just go get sex. But if I want to stare at someone naked, I want sex. So just staring at them naked doesn't actually help me. And so there was this. What's that?
It's a catch-22.
It is. And so, but there was a stripper there who, like, she took it to a whole other level. I'm sure she's probably, like, 25 years later, she's still stripping and really good at it.
Oh,
because this woman
dedicates themselves to their art form.
Oh, dude, she did, because she walks up to a guy in what I like to call squirt row, and and she just says, "Can I have your glasses?" And he's like, "Yeah, of course." She grabs his glasses, puts one arm down, inserts the other arm, then gets on the pole and fucking spins at, like, high velocity. And guess what never left her body? Those fucking glasses. And I was like, look, I'm not even turned on. I'm impressed. That's amazing. The Kegels required.
I think they added pole dancing to the Olympics or something, didn't they?
They should. And that bitch will fucking rank every time.
All right, so now you have to include a strip club in the story. It's got to come in.
I do.
So what I want to end up doing is I want to use like one of those wheels and like internet wheels, where you could spin it and it's like virtual spinning wheel.
Yeah.
I want to like include genres before everybody goes. So then when I'll spin it, like you have to take the next sentence you write has to be in romance, or it has to be a sci-fi, or it has to be...
Oh, that's funny.
I'm trying to think of different ways to kind of just spice up the different formats. I'm not even reading what you're writing. Let's see where we go. It wasn't that sick. He found the NyQuil really added to the spontaneity of the evening. But we don't know where he went yet.
No, we don't.
You're going, you're sick, but he wasn't that sick. And he found the NyQuil really added to the spontaneity of the evening.
My Grammarly, it's like, let me help you with this. And I'm like, no, dude, I don't need you right now. Strip club bookstore combo.
I'm leaving it at that. I'm done. I'm finished. Your turn. Nice and quick. Naughty librarians. To the yard. All right, now we gotta bring it back. We gotta bring it back to the beginning.
Back to the drugs.
So, what's he gonna do? Naughty librarians with their bestseller, and it's certainly brought to the boys to the yard. Timmy was snared.
Braden just said, Chuck, you can be my naughty librarian.
No, I don't want insured. I want ensnared. That's not.
Braden, I fucking love you.
How do you spell ensnared?
Well, ENSN.
ENS.
SN.
Ensnared. There we go. No, it's not right.
No, it is. It just you
wrong.
put too many S's in. You're good.
By worm. There you go. With a bag of no, I'm not done. Colorful pills.
Oh yeah. I believe bookworm is one word.
I know. You can't even get away from Grammarly without
fucking. And this is why we don't write with editors.
Pretty much.
You know what though? I would say one of my and I have friends who are this way, and I love them, but they still piss me off. And that is, so many people are like, "Oh man, grammar and punctuation and correct spelling, that's for the editors. That stuff doesn't matter." And I was like, that's a load of horse shit. I get like getting bogged down in it is annoying as a writer. I completely understand that. But being able, first off, proper spelling is just like, it's like knowing how to shoot a gun and being a cop. You know what I mean? Like that is your weapon. You should be able to use it properly. But with as far as like grammar and stuff is concerned, or not grammar as much as like punctuation, there's so much interesting things you can do with punctuation to make a sentence. Like a comma can completely change how a sentence happens or what it means, because that breath makes you think differently about what they've just said. And so I think too many people don't take that seriously.
I would agree. I mean, I'm one of those people who like to spell things as closely as I can, and then let spell check pick up the rest.
Yeah.
So you wrote spontaneity. I tried to write that the other day. No idea how to spell it. I know it's a word. I know it exists. I know the sounds that you need to make in order to spell it. But once you get towards the end there, it's just
It's so true.
so. But yeah, you should at least have the fundamentals down. Definitely. But you know what? It's kind of funny that we're writing a story about a strip club / bookstore and taking drugs, and my grammar editor is like, "No, you still need the bookworm is still one word." Still need to get that. Where are we going with this?
Exactly.
Guys, and some questionable choices. Oh, now you're getting into a little omniscient narrator going here. A little brain freeze.
Yeah.
You're thinking about
Yeah,
it.
I have these moments where I'm just like, go, wait, what? And especially like you're now writing with people watching. Like it's a whole other. I'm not used to, and I'm sure you're the same way. I'm not used to having an audience watch me write, because usually you're like, oh, that sentence sucks. I can just erase it. Now it's like, I'm already halfway through the sentence, and he's reading along with me. Do something with this.
This is a whole different ballgame, but it's the stakes are low.
Right.
By the few clues he had left. He left behind himself. Okay, let's start a new paragraph here because we're going.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. Actually, that's funny.
See, you went down. So I'm
Yeah.
just gonna follow you. I feel like we're in a like an MMORPG right now. Like I'm let me just follow Chuck down to the next.
All right, let's go to that dungeon, I guess.
He left behind for himself.
And now I got to go look and see if no one else is saying anything. Yeah. Do you get the comments? Do you?
I do. I see. Them
Oh yeah.
Here. I don't think I could respond to them. I could probably if I go on the different platforms, right? You can't respond on StreamYard.
Yeah. So what I usually do is I just look at the comments and then I just respond to them live.
You respond to them live on the social things on the social.
No, well, I just like if the person's watching. So like Brayden said, "Are you winning, Chuck?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, I guess so." Though I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Like you say something. So when I go over their comment and it says "show," what does that mean? Oh, show.
It shows it. Yeah. Yeah.
Show it. Show.
And then people know what we're reacting to.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Like when Travis says this, I mean, it says nobody's watching now, but Chuck and Frank get together. Frank told me he wouldn't be on in 2024. See, this is a loophole. I'm not really on Facebook.
But he's here, and it's already all about drugs.
From the first, was it from the first line? No, it was my second line. So Chuck started with the hazy mind. There was only one way to go from there.
I mean, I disagree, but that's fine.
Timmy put on his clothes. We are nowhere near going to finish this. This is like an adventure.
Yeah. This is going to be our ongoing novel that we just come back to time and time again as when we do shows together.
It was started to this quick thing, and now he's waking up and got to figure out the mystery.
Right. I want to go like full Sherlock Holmes, be like, oh, it's more of a clay substance, kind of like the clay at the Greyhound Stadium.
I forget. I'm always on live streams. I never remember that. Like I'm the one that's in charge of everything.
Yeah, it's sometimes hard to go, like, because I host so often, it's sometimes hard for me to not be the host. Like, there's been times where I'm part of a panel and I notice that certain people haven't been able to talk, and I'm like, what do you think? And I'm like, dude, you're not the host. What the fuck are you doing?
Well, you know what? I actually do that sometimes as a guest because I mean that's how you create a good workshop or a good panel.
Yeah.
It's not just the host asking people there. It's when you have engagement between the guests going back.
Yes.
So I try to actively do that. I try to actively, like, if somebody says something, I'll respond directly to them so they can respond to me and somebody else, and then that's how you get a good discussion rather than just.
I agree. Yeah. My answer, your answer, his answer, next. Yeah. No, I totally agree with that. I just try not to step on too many toes.
I mean, it's a skill to really be a good host or a good interviewer.
Yeah.
After you do so many shows, you kind of realize who has the skill, who do you like being with, and who you don't.
You also realize, you also realize like what those skills are, and you know, kind of, you start to realize what you do have and don't have. Like, oh, okay, I see this guy does this, and I don't do that. Like, I have one thing I get annoyed at the most is I actually find people don't respond to the audience much, and I'm like, look, if you just want to talk with me, why are we going live? Like. You know what I mean? And I'm not coming at you, and that certainly sounded like that, but I'm not.
No,
but a lot of people are like that, and I'm like, dude, come on.
No, you know what it is? To be a good host, it's a combination of preparation and then just natural conversational ability.
Yeah.
Because you can't be all prepared. Because if you're all prepared and follow an itinerary, it doesn't create a natural dialogue. But at the same time, you can't just wing it completely. You still have to have a basis for what the person is that you're talking to about. Pat his pockets. I have your stupid. It doesn't show up on yours. When I type, what does it say? It says Frank Martin.
It says Frank Martin.
Because yours says Chuck Raw Review, and I'm trying to like read what you write, and the thing is. He pat his pockets, looked over at his dresser where he would normally keep them, and realized that not only was he not in his room, he wasn't in any room he had ever seen before. Dun dun dun.
Yeah, mystery.
You ready to get weird?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You bring the weird a lot better than me. I'm trying to explain things, and I love that. I love seeing it. Because then I'm like, oh cool, he's gonna get weird, and I have to find some way to either explain it or continue it.
I don't know. I was trying to think of. I actually wanted to come up with somebody like younger, like JoJo Siwa or like Hannah Montana, but I don't know who the new young star is. So I just went with Taylor Swift. She's everywhere.
Yeah, and everybody knows T Swift, so yeah.
But I made sure to put signed in capitals. Like, these are normal posters. They're
signed. Yeah.
They're Taylor Swift autographs. They
Oh, gee, I was just going to put that and then add another sentence, but no, I only get one sentence, so I don't want it to be some.
You only get one shot at the apple.
Exactly. It was just and it wasn't going to move anything forward.
I think I cheated. Is that I put a semicolon.
No, that's a good cheat. That's what we were talking about earlier with the punctuation. It's a good way to cheat.
People don't know what semicolons are for. I see them all the time improperly used. Speaking of weird, you know what I saw last night? Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
I haven't seen that one yet.
It's a weird movie, dude. That's a really weird movie. It's funny we were talking about Rick and Morty last time because it gave me some serious Rick and Morty vibes.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, you went soft on me. That's an easy one. All right, we're gonna.
Jeez, again, what are you, my wife? You went soft on me.
I had to take a break.
See, and that's what I love about this too, is that like we're trying to be serious, we're trying to work, and then it's like I can't work with that shit going on.
we're serious writers talking about bookstore strip clubs and signed Taylor Swift posters.
Yeah. How do we get back to that's the other part? It's like, how does this fucking pop star collector? How did I meet them? Possibly at a bookstore strip club. Very specific age. Too young to be legal in any states, but old enough to know better.
I don't know, dude. Don't ask me to explain that.
Okay.
You're like, don't ask me to explain that. Where do we go? Where do we go from here? Again, you're going weak on me. My original thought was the drugs he took transported him to another dimension where he has a daughter.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
And your thought is, no, he just woke up in his ex-wife's place.
I love it. Can I have a do-over on this?
No, it's too late. It's over.
Fuck! I didn't. Yeah, I'm very, very down to earth. So
I'm like, let's just get weird with it. Let's just get.
Then okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna find a way to get weird.
Weird. Realizing he's drug out at night and somehow ended in his ex-wife's apartment. See, now that it like explained away all of the weird stuff that just happened.
It did, but a good writer could find another way to get us back there.
Is that a challenge?
Apparently.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Yeah. I remember playing a word game with my family, and then my brother had invited his girlfriend over, and it was one of those ones where all the words, it's like you have to say these little words over and over that none of them make sense together, but when you say them and repeat them quickly, it actually is it's an actual phrase, but a different phrase that has nothing to do with the words that were said. And my little brother had like given my other brother's girlfriend a card, and she started reading it, and my little brother is laughing so hard because he's just like, oh, she's not getting it. And partway through, I realized, no, it's not that she's not getting it. It's that she doesn't actually know the words that are on that card. She's partially illiterate, and my brother doesn't get this. So at that point, I had to be like, hey, you know what? No, let's do something else. Like, you know, why don't we find another game to play? Because I don't want to play the reading game with the poor illiterate girl. I didn't want to put her in this terrible position. So, and I didn't get to explain that to my brother until, because at the time I think he was like 10. So I had to tell him later on, I'm like, you realize that Sarah was illiterate, right? And he's like, wait, what? And I was like, yeah, like she had no fucking idea what was on those cards. And he was like, oh my gosh,
So she
that's
was
why you ended the game.
She was
Well, I
trying-
mean, like, she was trying, I think she was trying to, like, hooked on phonics it, and it just wasn't working for her.
I went weird, but I went simple weird. So I didn't get too out of the box.
Oh, cool. Oh, wait, where the fuck am I? There I am. Now I want to explain. Oh, I see you got those new contacts I gave you. Fuck, Chuck, are you serious right now?
That's what I'm saying. This is one's easily waved away.
Yeah, it could be, but I'm not going to. I'm going to embrace the weird.
I'm gonna embrace the weird. Remember, he's in pain. We can't forget. His story has to come circle at some point.
No,
No.
no, I'm not happy with that.
No, you're not allowed to delete.
I'm not?
No, you could. It's all right. It's all right. Once you hit the final period, that's it.
That's what I thought. Like, once you've hit period, that's it.
Yeah. Your innocence is over once you have your first period.
I hear that. Is that what he said to his daughter? Because that's wrong.
that's the next line in the story. She said, "Dad,
Oh, fuck.
you do drugs at the bookstore strip club last night again?
Again.
You know I'm a sucker for a great novel, honey."
How do you think I met your mom, bitch?
She was stocking them shelves. Let's see what we got here.
Oh, I literally 2 words, not even worth looking at yet. Why am I forgetting words? See, this is the worst part about.
Now the pressure's on. Everybody's staring at you, Chuck.
Right?
Know the words. Can I edit while you're ending? Is that squinch? Is that a word? Squinch? I mean,
Yeah.
It's not coming up red, so I guess it's a word. I would say squint. Is squint and squinch the same thing?
They are, but squint is actually pretty good. Changing.
Purple.
Let me look up squinch for you.
Look up the squinch.
See, as soon as I wrote it, squinch your eyes. Yes. Squinch. A straight or arched structure across an interior angle of a square tower to carry a superstructure such as a dome. Oh.
So that's what she did to her eyes?
Yeah, let's squinched eyes.
Joey's
Okay.
not.
Meaning.
What's up, Joe? We are writing a story about a strip club / bookstore and a girl with signed Taylor Swift posters.
Who has purple and pink eyes? A squinch happens when we narrow the distance between our lower eyelids and the pupil. It exudes confidence, trust, honesty, and approachability. The way we show our eyes to others tells them how we are feeling. Well,
That's
you.
not the same as squint. Those are two different
Yeah, you're right.
So do you want to is she squinching or squinting?
She's squinching.
Well, it's weird because it sounds like the same action, but they mean two different things.
Yeah.
That's weird. So she's whatever. I'm just gonna roll with it.
Yeah, exactly. Joey, the same old tropes, you know.
There you go. Have fun with that one. Why? Why, Frank? Why? Why does the girl have psychic powers? Because I said she does. That's why. Ooh. I keep showing the things, but I have to remember that I'm writing, but I'm also hosting. This is like complicated. It's not that complicated. I'm just complaining. What do we got? What does Chuck got for me? You're a cryomancer. Cryomancer. It's one of those weird things. It's like not a real word, but like we all know it's a word.
Yeah, we know what it is. It's a real word. Well, correct your spelling. You mean necromancer. No, I mean cryomancer. And if you were a bigger nerd, you would get it.
Yeah, stupid spell check. All right.
See, look, Chuck is following you, and he took it and he made it weirder. Like, you're psychic. You have ice powers.
You just painted me into a corner here.
Thank you. Now you know how I feel.
So I think we're past the 30-minute mark here. So what? Let's go 3 for 3. 3 sentences. We don't have to wrap it up. I say that's when we call it an afternoon.
Well, yeah, we can always come back because I'm interested to see what
I want to know where this goes.
What happens with Timmy. So yeah, we can always come back to it.
We got Timmy.
Again, what adult goes by the name Timmy?
Well, first,
so when you said Timmy, I was like, "This is a kid," and then you went full drugs.
I was thinking like teenager, and then we kind of just didn't. We made him.
Yeah, and then suddenly he was an adult with a 13-year-old kid, and who happens to be a telepath cryomancer.
I basically just like put the ball back in your court.
I know you did, and I think I'm about to throw it back into yours.
Right. So that's my one. We got 2 more. Oh, Joey. Joey's not a childish name. Like Uncle Joey from what's Uncle Joey from? Is that from Full House?
Well, I mean, yeah, but there's also Joey from Friends.
Joey from Friends? Yeah, come on.
Yeah, but okay, but name one adult Timmy. Like the only Timmys I can name in fucking media
South Park.
See, you're not winning any battles. That and then Very Odd Parents.
Okay, but he's a kid.
Exactly, they're both kids.
That's why.
I don't know any adults named
That's why
Timmy.
he's Tool Man Tim Taylor in Home Improvement instead of Tool Man Timmy Taylor. It doesn't work as well.
Hmm.
How you doing? You finished? Rubbing his
No.
throat, he said. That's where we're at. We're rubbing our throats. The chemical basin. Yeah, basically throwing it back to me.
Yeah.
All right, let's get some movement.
Yeah, enough conversation. I feel you there.
Yeah.
I'm setting a pitch deck for a client today, but saw you all and figured it's time to procrastinate. Yes, this is the perfect Joey. Everyone needs that procrastination time. I'm doing this show, and then tonight I have my regular show. And between that, I probably should do some writing and editing. So luckily, we're both getting our shitty writing out right now.
This is like a midday meal, midday snack.
Yeah. Or like brunch. You know, like when you wake up on a Sunday and you're like, I have so much to do. But, ooh, wine, champagne and orange juice sounds like a really good idea. Beginning your day is overhyped, Joey. It's way overhyped.
Have fun with that. I have one more.
Opened her shoulders?
Well, open her shoulders meaning like turned, you know?
Oh, I thought it was just like she like opened. There's a mechanical warehouse inside of her. I was like,
turned her shoulders.
What?
Turned her
Okay,
shoulders.
yeah, that makes sense. I was like, what the fuck?
Turned her
Okay,
body
yeah.
to reveal a long mechanical warehouse where the hallway should be. There we go. Well then, Joey, I'm glad you're spending the beginning of it with us. Ooh. Giving me a little run-on sentence there, Chuck.
Oh yeah, big time. It's so hard to only write one sentence, so sometimes
I know
it's like,
it is.
I'm gonna throw as much into this as I possibly could.
This feels a little bit like Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Which is great because I've never watched it, so that's
The
like,
movie has just so much randomness to it.
oh yeah. I mean, we started with the drugs and the strip club bookstore, and then all of a sudden he's in a different dimension with his daughter who doesn't have the powers she's supposed to have, and they're somehow in a mechanical warehouse in her mom's house, her mom's apartment.
All right, I'm gonna leave you with the doozy.
Okay. I'm actually gonna wait a sec. Hey, buddy, don't step on my laptop, please. Yeah, I'm actually working right now. Joey said I haven't watched it either. It's a bit slow to pick up. I just don't think I have the right streaming things to be able to watch it yet.
Paramount Plus. That's where I watched it.
Yeah, yes, yeah. I don't have that. You know what though? I did watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood the other day because it finally got on Hulu, and I gotta be honest, didn't love it. And I love Tarantino, but to me it was it didn't do it for me. But I won't say much more because you haven't watched it. I'm interested to hear what you think when you finally get to watch it.
I would definitely watch it.
It's on Hulu.
There's just so much stuff to watch.
Yes. But that was like at the top of my list. I really wanted to love it. And then when it was done, I was like, okay, that was the thing that happened. Oh, man. We got my dog a bone for Christmas, and he was really having a hard time enjoying it. But now that he's broken it open, he's really starting to dig it. Hey, cats, don't be fuckers.
I'm finishing this up. I know what I want to say. I'm just figuring how to say it.
It's difficult, especially when you only get one sentence.
I'm just gonna wait until the end of the semester. There we go. Have fun with that one. That's my one for the day. My last one. You going right into it? Oh, without missing a beat. Chuck just picked it right up. Without turning back to his progeny, he chuckled. Do you need a comma here?
Yeah.
Right there. He chuckled and uttered the words, "This is some scheme your mom's got going to get more alimony." I think that's a good spot to leave off.
Right?
That's definitely a spot to leave off. So at some point we got to bring it back to the strippers, but I'm sure we'll get there eventually.
Oh yeah, and actually this was a lot of fun. Like I think we could show this to someone, and as long as they're well aware of what you and I did, I think they would thoroughly enjoy it. Like,
yeah. So if you're tuning in, thank you for hanging out. This was a cool little experiment. I am actually planning a podcast where I do this with a whole bunch of different people and just kind of wing it and have a good time. And Chuck was kind enough to be my guinea pig for this. Yeah. So thank you, Chuck. And
thanks for letting me. This was weird in all the right ways.
This is about as weird as I can get with all my clothes on.
Yeah.
So we might pick this up next week, might do something else, but I think that's a wrap.
Yeah, but it was fun, and thank you guys.
Peace.